Howdy! It's a little bit early, but I'm here. I'm Rebby. Sorry about your secret of the mimic, but whatever happenings. um, bees! Howdy. You guys, you probably don't care about something like this, but I found something real devastating and uncool. So, here, let me hide this. You see my cute little tablet pen? It's all nice and rigged and it matches with, the monitor and all that. And it worked perfectly fine on my tablet. But now, if I go and use my tablet, you can see my cursor, right? It's not working. It's not following the movement, and that really bums me out. That was one of my favorite things about, rigging in my model was the pen tracking. But for some reason it's only working with my mouse, which is like useless. I'm so bummed. I don't know why that's happening. I only just noticed it like right before stream. I was like, oh, what the freak? Pretty stinky if you ask me. Then at that point, why even have the tablet pen? I know this is a me problem, but it's like, dang. Are you kidding me? Howdy, Matthew. Howdy, bees. Howdy, random guy. Move this. As a phone user, I am unaffected. Kidding you? Oh, whoa? My mom finally got home. Congratulations, buddy. Now I'm like unsure if I even want to have my pen toggled on, cause what's the freaking point? Man, I'm so stinked up about that. So heckin' stinked up. Give me one moment. Let me turn on a light. It's kinda dark. There we go. Whoop. I can't believe my frackin' the pen will work. I wonder if that's just like a recent problem with just my tablet or what. That sucks. Sucks so much. I'll have to look it up later. Um, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? I'm thinking I'm gonna put on some music. That's what I'm thinking. It's moist blend time. Now I'm juiced up. Juiced up and ready to go. Um, you guys, I recorded some of a video earlier and it was like, I want to say at least an hour and 45 minutes of just recording, and I was starting to lose my voice. I didn't finish it, because unfortunately, stream time, but, uh, here I am. And I drank a whole bottle of water, and then I took a nap, and then I've drank almost a whole nother bottle of water, so I'm a very hydrated bun today. Please forgive me if I have to get up to piss a bunch. And thank you for your redeem. Hoshi, hi! You're welcome. So after this stream, hopefully I will finish recording. And then I gotta edit my announcement video thingy, my doodle, and then I want to start editing the next video right away. Have I said what my next video is gonna be? I'm gonna art and I'm gonna fart. Not necessarily in that order. Nope, you haven't. I am doing a video on the Cinder VTuber controversy. It is not looking good for her, bros. There's so much tea. It's gonna be quite possibly a long video. Cinder with an S, yeah. I'll give a brief on what it is. Okay, so this person was an ASMR artist on YouTube, right? And while 2020, when the VTubing started to pop off, she wanted to change her like persona into an actual VTuber, which was this cherry blossom girl, whatever that means. And she wanted to be a pink and white cherry blossom wolf. But apparently, around that time, Silverveil dropped her redesign of her, like, Sakura Blossom whatever wolf thing. And she decided, you know, because this is her world and we're all just living in it, that she has to be unique and can't look like Silverveil. So she changed gears and decided to go for a Hellhound vibe instead. And so she had a popular artist design it, and then had another popular artist do the model art. So she copied Spite instead. I'll get there. Yeah, so she started streaming and seemingly magically got popular really fast, and then just went balls to the wall, full committal. We're gonna be big. We're gonna be big, she decided. Which, you know what? Fair to her. So she had like a freaking complex, I guess, about Silvervale looking similar to her, right? So she was slandering Silvervale behind closed doors to her artist to try to, and other artists apparently, to kind of like gatekeep their work from Silver. And then also did that with Spite and Bao and Shy Lily. But what's really effed up is that Bao and Shy Lily were friends of hers, and especially Bao. She really screwed Bao over, and I felt really bad for her. Because they weren't just like two streamers who happen to be friends, like they were IRL, like close friends. And I can't imagine the pain of going through something like that. Like you're freaking, like one of your best friends just like betrays you. Real awful. And that's the extremely short version. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Yup. There were a lot of docs about it. And so I pretty much go through Nanolis's doc, I go through Bao, Cinder, not Cinder, Silvervale, and Spite's Google Docs about it. And then I address Cinder's apology, and then talk about like some of the aftermath and the streams and stuff that happened, and it, it's juicy. It's juicy. I ended up gaining more respect for Bao and Silver through the situation. I didn't have any particularly strong feelings about Silver, though I wasn't like completely jazzed about her because of her Hogwarts Legacy controversy. But I was like, you know what? She's kind of real. I can get behind that. What else? And then I found out that Bao has PMDD, and like, dude, I had no idea. Not that I was really following her. I actually didn't care for Bao so much previously because she seemed to kind of have, from what I recall, like the like, kind of mean girl vibes, and I just wasn't really for that sort of thing. But I get what it's like to need to protect your base when you have PMDD. So if, you know, she was being kind of stinky and it was, you know, she was going through PMDD and then also her TMJ issues, I have a lot more sympathy and understanding, and you know, it's water under a bridge as far as I'm aware. This may make us a bit of an asshole, but when we saw some of the VTubers affected crying on stream as they came to terms with what happened with Cinder, I couldn't take it too seriously because of their physics. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit difficult, you know, when they're like bouncing and breasting boobily while also crying. Hi, Loey! Maybe I'll do the eyes on this one first this time. How are you? Cries in zero gravity bosoms, yeah. Not gonna lie, my mood is ruined. Why? ¿Por qué? I'm not gonna talk about him. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, though. I hope you'll feel better. Yeah. Well, hello there. Here, redeem the model change. Well, at least I don't have to worry about my freaking tablet pen not tracking. Rare downloads. Open her ref. I'm gonna do her eyes first. I don't keep up with VTubers much. Did Cinder try to make a comeback yet? I don't think so, but there's been talk of her I don't know, talk in her Discord server of probably a comeback. Oh, she's back. Hold up. I'm about to investigate. Oh no, it says last live 2 months ago. Fail Cinder will come back in no time. Well, she needs people to forget about it first.
Your mom's watching?
Yeah, she hasn't gone live in 2 months. Cinder will probably come back, especially with how the community is. No, first you suffer and then you reward yourself with the good stuff. What you mean by that? Huh? You have to be the best first, dude? Oh. You're doing the best first, shaking my head. Oh. Reading this very out of order. So pregnancy should be baby first, then devil's tango after. Devil's tango! Raising the kid is the good stuff? Aww. Sometimes he's a touch of wholesome. And then I remember who he really is. He's 1% wholesome and 99% milk, so 99% unwholesome. Pretty sleepy again today, boys, but I guess I did take a Benadryl today, so that might be a little bit my fault. Not gonna lie, this chat is like 90 times better than the entirety of the VTuber community. I don't even know if we really like can count as any part of the VTuber community because we're just a bunch of niche weirdos on like one singular corner of the internet. Who are just like weird. Milk is literally made by Mother Earth because she loves us so much. It's wholesome. That's kind of cute. I don't hate that. It's cute. Exactly, that's what makes it better. So true. So true. Milk is wholesome if it's from a mom to her child. If it's from a random cow's tit, that a weirdo decided to milk, not so much. I mean, I guess shark milk isn't wholesome. Have you ever even milked the shark, bro? the milk is in a sack connected to the babies? The sack connected to the babies is called the placenta. I read milk is in the sack. Well, that's a different kind of milk. Not that sack, Yuki. Huh? Oh yeah, at some point today, the Lacey video is going up on my Spooky Buns channel. Oh yeah, I meant to change the thumbnail possibly. I'll do it later maybe. And whoever made this video that I put on for music seems to really like Metroid Prime, because some of the other songs, it's like a playlist of like nostalgic GameCube music, GameCube games music, and a lot of them were really short, and meanwhile we got this really long Metroid Prime one. Did you let everyone else know about the new channels? I announced it on my Twitter and my Blue Sky, and I recorded a video to make like a video announcement on my main channel that I need to finish editing, which is my goal for tonight after I finish recording the sender video. It's a comin'. And then after that, I'll just have to grind my way back up, which will probably be a very slow climb, but you know, if I stay consistent at it this time, maybe we'll get somewhere with it. Yuki, how will you fit all this in, as well as hanging out in the occult crescent? Hey, guess what? I did a little bit of the occult crescent. I might be a little bit bored. I think I got the survey points thingies. That was so quick I didn't even hear it. What? I need to fix this.
That was rude. That was pretty fucking rude.
Okay, Twitch bros. Yeah, I was a little bored. I mean, it'd probably be so much better with my friend Jammy Jam, but I was a little bored. I was also quite dingly and also dangled about how you have to be max level to even do the thingy-madoodle. I was hoping I'd be able to like level other classes, other jobs. No, it's stinky. But the tycoon tights? What? FFXIV. Tycoon tights. Oh! God damn it, Jam! Okay, they're cute. They're cute. They're all right. Oh, I need to turn off the doggone the Roblox thing. The stankin' campaign is over. Alright. That's off. Wait. This might be a simple chibi. Let me look. Let me look. It is. It is just a simple chibi. I mean, I give my simple chibis banging eyes too, but, you know. Simple and it's fully rendered. You know, if I hadn't have looked, it would have been a possibility. Something really hard I have to remember for myself when I do commissions. Chibi commissions. When I get the simple ones, I gotta make sure I check before I do them because I will go ham on every single one. Without thought. It was supposed to be simple. It continues to work on the eyes. Bro! be nice. Also, hi, I love you. Hello, Nick. Monkey Ball is part of my childhood. Same for a little bit. The noises, the music, the sounds, it just takes me right back. Medley, the best character in the Wind Waker, which is also a banger game. Have I ever played that on stream? I'm late. I was rewatching your video called Why Your Anatomy Sucks and cried, bro! And I don't remember exactly what I said in that video, but I know that the title was definitely harsher than what I actually said in it, and I was trying to be encouraging. So now I'm sitting here like, was it? Was it? I'm out here gaslighting my damn self. I just wanted to encourage people. The video is really helpful. I cried because of my own incompetence. Oh no! Sniffer. Did I sniff? Nope, I'm just gaslighting. a really good video. It's what encouraged me to get into figure drawing at the time. Hell yeah. I love figure drawing. It was one of my favorite things about art in high school that was like actually helpful. It made me feel more confident. Like in my earlier years, my teachers were very like, cartoons and anime aren't real art, blah, 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 blah. And, you kind of put down your drawing style. But without being, like, particularly helpful. Like, shutting you down, which doesn't help. But in high school, they were more encouraging and helpful. And made me actually want to draw more than just cute anime girls, which is an achievement. I love figure drawing, but sometimes it's annoying when you can't see improvement. Aww. Whoa! Model change! Holy crap, I didn't even notice. Hi! I gotta adjust myself again. I'm clipped. These nuts aren't real art. So, wait. I disagree! These nuts are real art! Yuki-onna, fuck yeah! Yeah, 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 yeah! Oh, this model is beautiful. Thank you! That makes me happy! Even though it's not as good as my most recent models. You need to sneak me some points on Twitch. I'm going broke. Bro, that's a you problem. Cartoons and anime aren't real art, MFs, when some of the best pieces of fiction happen to be cartoons and anime. Seriously. Didn't know you could do that on Twitch. Yes, we got channel points, so you can swap my model. And on my main ones, you could swap the hair. On my main ones, you could pat the bun or bonk the bun. And I have some other ones too. Death, you're a mod on Twitch. I was surprised. I didn't think I knew him back when I was still on Twitch. Bonk installing Twitch. It only works on my main model. I was trying to see if I could find a way to get it to work on all of them, but no luck yet. Save your canvas. I see you, bro. I see you. We're saving. Oh, good jam coming. I just said it only works on the main model, you stinkert. How many models do you have Innova for? Right now, I have my main one. I have my alt outfit, which are made by me. It says it in the description. It says redeem at your own cost, basically. I warned you, both in the actual redeem and verbally on stream. I told you. I done told you. Stinker. The redeem isn't enabled. Which redeem? But yeah, two models that I did. There's this one, which is an older one. That's also by me. I didn't read, I didn't listen either. That sounds like a you problem, buddy. So that's 3. And then I have 2 cute models, the cucumber one and the derp one from Squiddy and Low. I had a written warning, shame on me. Is the cookie run model an option? Not at the moment, but I was thinking about it. I'll probably, I'll ask Aki for permission. Though I'm sure Aki would be, like, delighted. I wanna ask first. A, B, or C? B! Or C. Oh my gosh. Okay, bro redeemed Nihongo Bun, which I believe is a 1 minute, where my yappening is in Japanese only. I'll put on a stopwatch. And I can only communicate for 1 minute in Japanese. Hi, では。あ、あ、あ、あ、あ、あ、あ、いいえ、ドイツじゃない。ドイツいないです。うん、うん、うん。何も覚えてないよ。はいはいはい。タイピング。覚えてない。覚えてない。はい、そうです。そうです。すべてドイツに置き換えられました。置き換えられました。Okay, there. Maybe I should add a German one. I used to be able to speak a little bit better Japanese than that, but it is what it is. It's what happens when you don't practice. The accent is on point though, I think. Weeb, so true. So true. Anyways, you should watch Gundam. Jam is spreading her Gundam propaganda. I think Jerome said it was good too. Does this mean that your propaganda is working? Should have picked C, bro. What was C? Jerome also said MHA is decent. Do you disagree? Stretch? Oh, that's what you were doing. I see. I see. It's miles above other shonen slop? Really? I mean, it seems just like other shonens. Like, you know, Naruto, bleach One Piece. What would count as shonen slop then? That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Or rather, what I'm asking. Not gonna, I'd consider My Hero Academia to be the sloppiest of shonen slop. Not gonna lie, solo leveling is kind of mid. I've been hearing that. I have been hearing that. Oh, I forgot I should record this. I'm going to save this. Turn on the time-lapse thingy-madoodle. Record time-lapse. If somebody ever gives me a shit, just recall that you just heard me right now in real time remember to turn on the time-lapse thingy-madoodle, and I'm going to record the rest of this art for speed paint purposes. But I'm letting you know just in case that someday someone goes, hey, how come this recording started and the eyes were already done and or the sketch was already done? Because I'm dumb. It is that simple. Broseph. 7 Deadly Sins fairy tale that's peak slow. 7 Deadly Sins was just problematic. Guess MHA isn't as bad as fairy tale. Each ship was problematic in the anime, and let's not talk about season 2. I once started trying to watch Death Note, and I couldn't stop laughing. I had to stop. Really? What's your thought process behind that? I want to know. Slop, I'm making pizza, don't judge me. Do people actually ask why the sketch is already done? Seems pretty normal for speed paints to start at the line art. I don't know. I don't really remember. But I've always had that fear that if I don't include it, that somebody's gonna, like, accuse me of tracing or something. Especially with AI popping off nowadays. People being mad about that and stuff. The only reason people would get on your arse is if you got AI art allegations, which is never happening. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't trust the internet. It was so comedically overdramatic, like, oh my god, I'm so edgy, I'm the god of death, I'm so cool, drama pose. Really? I guess I was really, really young when I was, like, watching some of it. I never even finished it, I'm not gonna lie to you. But, I guess that maybe it did feel a little edgy to me. I don't know. But that was, like, the peak edginess in my life when I was seeing that, so it didn't make it through the edgy filter. If you want peak, Monster, Tengen Toppa, Gurren Lagann, Steins Gate, Mushoku Tensei, you're welcome. That's a really controversial take on that last one. So weird, I think that's just anime in general. To be fair, Squid, most people would think that if they had the power of God at the end of their pencil... Yeah. And yeah, what Binky said. In fact, Squid, don't watch JoJo. The only other time I watched anime was when my brother tried to get me into it, and he's never forgiven me for laughing at the death scene of his favorite character. Which character? Us weebs are desensitized to the overdramatics of anime. Fair. Light was an edgy, narcissistic god complex teen, which, I mean, that's just teens. That's just teens. I would be much worse than Light. I'd fill that book in 5 minutes. You freak. You're a freak. Which outfit did I put her in? I put her in the shorts. Mushoku Tensei is kind of odd if you read into it. 30-something-year-old dude gets reincarnated and ends up dating several kids. Sure, he was also a kid, but yeah. 2 minutes tops for me. I just draw penises in the book. Fair deal, I suppose. Nah, he looks like a kid, not actually a kid. Yeah, B's true, but people gotta realize he's an under-socialized virgin who hasn't had contact with people for decades. It makes sense that he's weird. It's crazy how he's just like reincarnated, has all of his memories, is still a freaking weirdo, but manages to be like the freaking Rizzler of this world he's in. No, they're talking about Mushoku Tensei, which is about this like gross piece of shit person who dies and he reincarnates and pretty much has like a second chance at life to not be a freaking weirdo, but he's still a weirdo, and like a bunch of like really weird sketchy shit happens. We can admit Mushoku Tensei has a pretty good story if you just ignore the weird stuff the MC does. Sounds like true crime, but anime. Dies. He literally dies trying to save some kids. I need another reference. 9-year-old wizard Hitler. Unless it's Catboy Hitler, I'm not interested. We'd have beef with God if he reincarnated us because God was petty about us being an atheist. Squid, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. Bro? Catboy Hitler already exists. Links. Proof. I'll come back in a little. Oh my god, cute rare Yugi model. Oh my goodness. No, you? Google Schrodinger from Hellsing Ultimate. He may not be Hitler, but he's doing his best. What the freak? What the freak? I'll also say we would watch Mushoku Tensei any day over redo of a healer. I've never heard of that. Do not look it up, Yuki. Oh man. Don't watch it, just don't. Tell me why you think that. You can look it up, but I don't like the way that's going. It's these bad people did bad things, so I'll do bad things to them. And the bad thing is SA mind control and abuse. Whoa. People flipping out over it. Never played old visual novels. There is so much worse than redo of a Slopa? Can I even talk about this without you getting bucked off of YouTube? Well, oh, okay, I see. I see. Point made. I see. When I get married, play this while I walk down the aisle. Fans are a bit different. We know what we're getting into. Redo is just put the isekai genre over it to get views, and those types just wanted a shitty revenge story. What the frick? There's worse stuff, but that doesn't mean redo is fine. LOL. I don't know if you guys ever read Rooftop Swordmaster, but that was bad and problematic, but a decent revenge story at least. I don't really mind seeing horrible people being horrible in 2D. Not that I like that anime particularly, so it's no water off my back. Mm-hmm. Walking down the aisle in Tesco be like, bro? I remember being kind of like Boku no Pico, where people will tell you, oh my god, watch Redo of a Healer is great. Oh my word. Guy gets bullied, finds a fantasy sword, becomes bootleg Punisher, and kills all of his old bullies. I'm gone for 3 minutes, and y'all are talking about redo of a weirdo R-word guy. I'm back, sorry. Oh, we missed you. Can we go back to Catboy Hitler, please? Bro, that's such a wild statement. You know the vibes are vibing question mark when somebody says, can we go back to Catboy Hitler, please? I guess my super informed professional take is I don't really care if horrible people do horrible things. If it's like, I don't know, there's like a message, there's a meaning behind it. Like, hey kids, don't do this. It is a bad. Catboy Hitler sounds crazy. I would subscribe to his OnlyFans. I say that as if I would have Catboy Hitler OnlyFans money. Reedy looks very normal on the surface. Oh. I'm not super big into isekai, personally. Akame got killed. Did I watch that one? Hold up, that sounds familiar. Akame got killed. Oh, this might... Oh. The reason I've heard of it was because of Diaper Guy. Eep. Eep! Okay, I'm closing that tab. Oops. Isekai is overrated. I watched Goblin Slayer when I was way too young. That's why it effed me up. I know it gets better though. I could not name 3 good isekai anime to save my life. Yuki, did you say you are doing an OnlyFans? Bro, I swear you hear what you want to hear. Like, you don't have hearing, you have a whole nother perception, whole nother human sense. Don't know what to call it. I see your stretch. Hold on a second. Three? I couldn't even name one. Bro's getting his credit card ready. OnlyFans? How much Twitch points for that? Oh my god. 100,000 and then I'll start my OnlyFans. That's a joke, I would never. Lewd pictures on it. Matthew saying the most deranged shit already. So true. Alright, stretchy time. Can you still hear me? Only friends is an entirely different thing, yeah. Ooh, I should open the window. It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am getting too hot. I'm gonna take my clothes off. Oh my gosh. The stretch you do where you touch your toes, I like it extremely bad. Like, oh my god, I can't even get like halfway down my shin. It's bad. Yeah, I'm gonna really focus on this one. Get in there, Yuki buns! Ugh. Stretch those hammies! Don't take your clothes off. You're not my mom! Do more leg stretchies. Yuki, happy Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th, bros! And ReZero is an isekai that's goated. ReZero is goated? Is she hyping herself up or stretching? I'm stretching! I'm stretching! Okay. Now I'm limber. Can you do a backflip bend? Not on my grandmama's grave. Hail to the no. I need to watch video essays reviewing ReZero before I hop into it. Don't get spoiled. Just watch season 1, episode 1. And decide if you want to continue. There's a lot of lore. I don't remember who I watched it with. I watched some of season 1 with somebody. I love being spoiled, actually. All you need to know is that Rem and Ram are literally handcrafted for headpads. I feel like, similarly to how I disliked Sword Art Online and Mikasa from Attack on Titan that I would dislike Emilia and ReZero for that reason. Yuki, those meatballs I told you about earlier, they made them. Ooh. I need to know, is Ram only disliked because she got smaller tibbles? I thought she was like the meaner one of the two. She's mean, sign me up. Don't quote me! I don't think I've even seen her. When I was watching the anime, I don't think I even encountered her. Maybe I was watching with Seth, but I don't think I was. Because if that's the case, bro, why didn't we finish? Hey fellas, hello! How are you doing? Finish what? ReZero. I'd count Avatar as an anime? Wait. Pause. Like, Airbender Avatar or Blue Aliens Avatar? Is Avatar Western? Okay, you definitely mean the last Airbender. Okay, just making sure. Just in case. You never know with some people, okay? You didn't even finish Oshoka Tensei with me. No way, I'm watching something else until we're doing that. Right, okay, then let's finish then! What are you waiting for? An invitation to a party? I'm just giving a hard time. Avatar is not an anime. Is the Boondocks an anime if we're going off of style? I mean, I was kind of invested. The last I saw, he had just, wait. No, he didn't. Last I saw... I think he realized Sylvie is Sylvie, but Sylvie doesn't realize that he's Rudy. Why are y'all gatekeeping Avatar from the anime community? Let it in. I mean... I guess, you know, Beast has a point. If that's anime, then so is Boondocks, and so is, you know, other American cartoons, but I thought, you know, what makes anime an anime was that it is produced in Japan / by Japanese people. There is no anime in Ba Sing Se. Avatar is one of the few good Western animation. I really like the normal Avatar, not the slop that came after. I didn't hate Korra, but I only watched, I think, the first season. I will gatekeep. The pearly gates of anime will not be open for Big Mouth. Oh my god. It just feels off to call it a cartoon for some reason. No, it doesn't. Because I mean, like, animes are cartoons. That's just literally how Japanese say cartoon. Korra was genuinely infuriating? How? Korra gets better at the end? Korra just suffered from questionable and sometimes just bad writing. Really. She's very cocky at the start. I mean, characters are flawed. That's what gives them their charm and how they grow. Legend of Korra was alright. It has its charm and its moments, but a big problem was production. They never knew if they were getting another season. Oop. She was such an annoying character, always blaming everyone else for all her flaws and mistakes, and never gets a comeuppance. I was annoyed with that character. Aw. Would you guys cringe if I told you that in my anime club in high school we watched episodes of Korra? Korra's a bit of a Mary Sue at times, knowing fire, water, and earth bending at like 6 years old already turned a lot of people off, especially since fire and water contrast so much. Amon just became a big old nothing burger in the end. The whole fake scar situation is just bad. Rip. I saw how long it took Aang to learn earthbending as an airbender. Yeah. I feel like Avatar was so great that Korra couldn't possibly measure up. Kind of like Arcane Season 2. Ugh. I dislike Riot way too much to watch Arcane. Even if, like, the people who made it did a good job, it's just Riot IP just makes me cringe because of how ass the company is. Damn, what did Riot do? What is Riot? Riot is League of Legends. Who are, like, notorious for being really dog shit with how they treat their employees and artists. And, like, as an artist, I'm just saying, it's really hard for me to want to, like, look past that too, for an IP that, like, I don't know. I don't need it. Arcane Season 2 is low-key disappointing, sigh. Aw. I thought people loved it. I see. No season 1, but so good. I mean, that's your opinion, and you may have it. But like me supporting Riot feels like an openly gay person frequently eating Chick-fil-A. It's just like, I don't know, it's weird. You just don't do it. One thing that peed me off is the animation for Arcane 2 is so good that they don't realize how trash the plot and characters are. People rated it really highly for that. Trash is probably an exaggeration, but characters just got botched. Season 1 was amazing, but then the treatment to some characters was not awesome possible. I've only heard good things about it. I think I've only heard good things about it, and I definitely, I like the art style, and I don't blame anybody who worked on it for working with Riot, because I mean, a job's a job, I get it. If you're an artist, you're gonna take what you can get. But I don't like how Riot treats their employees and artists. And it's left me with such a bad taste in my mouth that I don't like League and I don't like anything Riot related. Schnee. That is snow in German. Death of the author Yuki. Was? Death of the author is copium? What is that? I don't care who produces what I like, as long as the product is good, I'll take it. Being a preachy is just weird to me. Hey bro, I'm not preaching. I haven't said one thing that Riot has done. I'm just saying that it makes me feel a little uncomfy giving them any of my money and support. Especially when, like, you know, people will act like it's just, maybe it's a one-time thing, maybe it's a one-time thing, and then it happens again. And then it happens again. Everyone will abuse and treat people bad. Some just do it more covert than others. I don't know that I agree with that. I won't give anyone the benefit of the doubt and always assume the worst in people. Well, that I guess I can understand. But that doesn't mean that they're proven and known bad behaviors are null and void. My morals would not let me watch Harry Potter, bruv. It's not weird to stand for something. And where he's coming from, in my humble onion, is from somebody who's not directly affected by it. I feel like he'd be singing a different tune if he was affected by it. People behind the specific product. My fear though is, like, in the case of Arcane, that, like, the artist will put all that hard work into, you know, having made Arcane, just for Riot to turn around and go like, hey, now that you finished all of this work and you're, you know, you have this stable job, go F yourself, and then they fire them and hire new artists. Stuff like that. It'd make me feel bad. Like, I do want to support the artists because their art is good, and it's good whether or not it's Riot or not, but It's just I don't like giving Riot incentive to continue to mistreat their artists and stuff. You know? Sadly, that's just how things go. People mostly care about the product in general rather than the production of it. I mean, of course, like it's one of those situations. It's never gonna be perfect. You know, like for instance, iPhones. I don't know that we're ever gonna have a way that that's like ethically made. But to me, there's a big difference between like a product that to some degree you may need and rely upon that is not easy to just like fix a problem for versus what Riot is, which is, in my humble onion, though I don't know the full story, a fixable problem. I'm also an evil, stinky person who thinks about their friends and loved ones in situations like these. I'll think about like, would this hurt somebody that I care about? And if yes, then I don't have too much of a problem not partaking in that thing. An example, Harry Potter versus again with like the iPhone situation. For instance, it's not harming anybody I know directly. So I guess I have more of a peace of mind with something like that, if that makes sense. If someone is hurt by you playing a game or watching someone, that's beyond weird. I think it depends on the context. Like, if one of my good friends is a trans person and felt uncomfortable by supporting Harry Potter or J.K. Rowling IP, I mean, it's not really much of an issue for me to not support that IP. I care more about my friend than some dumbass product when there's literally plenty of other products in the world that are just as good. Like I don't need Harry Potter. I don't need Riot, you know? But my life would be very different without the friends that I have in it, and I care about them more. J.K. Rowling is an awful person. That's fucked up, but you're so funny. I can't get over the mold meme about J.K. Rowling. So real. It's really sad because I really loved the books growing up. Same, I really loved the books and the movies, and I was one of those people that to some degree could find myself getting lost in the lore and enjoying it and blah blah blah, but I have no problem like letting go of that. It's not that big of a deal. It's really not. At least for me, like Harry Potter didn't change my life, you know? I also don't like to um link my self-worth to an IP that doesn't really have anything to do with me. Like Harry Potter didn't save my life. There's no media on this planet that saved my life. It might have like influenced me as a person. It might have maybe helped me get through some issues here or there, but it's never something as like intense and meaningful as like it saved my life. Whereas the same could not be said for friends of mine. I don't know that I'd be here today without some of my friends. But if tomorrow somebody said, hey, every single Harry Potter book and movie and everything, to some degree, I guess, is going to be permanently destroyed, like, in that scenario, I would not be hurt. I'd be like, okay. If the CEO of Star Wars started doing some heinous shit, I'd drop the series in an instant. Damn. That sort of thing, I feel like coming from your perspective and, you know, what little I know of you as a person, I feel like would definitely suck a lot and like hurt because that would feel as if the creator kind of like betrayed you in some kind of way because you would expect them to be a good person and somebody that you could look up to, but you know. I mean everybody has like flaws too. Like I'm sure what's his name? George Lucas, he probably doesn't have like the most perfect squeaky clean record. Maybe he has some skeletons in his closet. Maybe, like everybody does, and the severity may vary from person to person. But you know, we can make the judgments that we want, and if something feels more severe to us than to others, you know, why not? Everyone will be upset about something in life. I won't let anyone tell me what I can or can't enjoy. I mean, sure. I mean, in this case, I'm not like not enjoying something because someone's telling me to. It's because I'm not interested. Plain and simple. I'm not interested. My friends might influence that disinterest, but it's not like they're like holding me down at gunpoint and saying, don't watch this. It's as simple as, I don't feel good about this, and it's not really that important to me, so I'm not going to engage in it or support it. But I'm not out here with like a picket sign that says, screw Riot, screw JK Rowling. I just, you know, have my feelings and I act accordingly. George doesn't even own Star Wars anymore. Disney owns the franchise. Yup. That also is like a little bit where Star Wars lost me. Like once it became a Disney IP, I was like, oh god, here we frickin' go. Apparently Disney is suing Midjourney, Rare Disney W. Really? That's crazy. I'm interested in that. I feel the idea is that the art is separate to the person who made it, but that's just not true for me. Any more than watching a film starring a horrible person would not be nice for me to watch. Like, I'm kind of similar. Like, there's this artist I looked up to before, and, I told the story before, but she was who inspired me to, like, get into doing artist alley stuff and selling my art at conventions. And, I followed her Tumblr, and then once I saw her personality, it just like completely killed it for me. And like since then, like I think I blocked her. And I've just never had the desire to see her art or get it or commission her or whatever. It's just not interesting. And like even if today every single one of my friends like shared her art and was like, "Oh my god, this is so good," I would see it and I would just be like, like I when you like see through the veneer and you see the ugliness on the inside, it's kind of hard to enjoy the beauty that is being presented to you, you know? Does that make sense? Catching up on some of these comments. The whole Hogwarts Legacy thing was crazy to me. If you played it, people called you transphobic. Like, most people don't know about or care about JK's beliefs. I feel with Star Wars, though, it's not like there's one single person that could be, quote-unquote, the person. Buying Hogwarts Legacy financially helps JK Rowling. That's why people had an issue with it. I mean, it was just a small percentage in a slew of other things. And there's also the fact that the people that worked on the game, you know, needed to get their pay as well. I mean, like I said in my video, that's their choice. That's a choice that they made. None of us said, hey, work on this game. None of us said, hey, play this game, you know? And like, if you didn't know any better, like, fair, who cares? But when you do know better, it's just kind of weird. The people who started bullying streamers for playing that game sold probably more copies than all the people who didn't buy it because of JK. I don't know. Yuki, I'm going to share my food with you later. Okay. It's a slightly different conversation though about Hogwarts Legacy. Really depends on your values, doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. Yes, my 2 cents is if, like, you don't know, no one tells you anything about it, like, whatever. But if you were, like, extensively informed and, like, a friend said to you, hey, I love you, and you financially supporting this IP feels hurtful to me, like, I would at least have a conversation, you know? You know? Because if someone's a good friend of mine, I would trust them enough, you know? And care enough about how they feel. Otherwise, why am I their friend? You know? I just know some crusty shit bought Hogwarts Legacy out of pure hatred for trans people. Definitely not just one, but certainly. And that's their business. You know, I always say you vote with your dollar, so it is what it is. It just tells us what kind of person you are. How to farm transphobic people for money, pretty much. Guess what Matt Pat just did? I thought Matt Pat stopped doing YouTube stuff. Yuki, I had a person in school I knew who wanted to be an adult dancer. Oh, okay. Not Matthew Patrick. Wait, is that his real name? The guy in school who wanted to be an adult dancer, his grandma said she would buy him his first pole. Well, at least his family supports his dreams. Matthew. Matthew. That's so good. You know, Yuki, sometimes I wish I could be as unbothered as you when it comes to things like this. I mean, okay, I was a very, very scared, shy, and anxious person. And, like, the littlest things could get under my skin and just, like, take me down. But through life, through experience, and all that jazz, I had to adapt. I had to learn to be unbothered. Because nothing good comes out of, like, just being salty all the time. Because, like, bro, if you really look at it, everything in the world, like, constantly all the time, would just piss you off constantly. You'd be in a constant state of, like, anxiety and suffering. And that's not the life I want to live. You know, we're only on this earth for a short time, and I'm not going to spend that short time just being upset and pissed off all the time. So I'm going to do what I want to do. And if people don't like it, well, that's their business. They have their own lives to live, and that's their prerogative. It's not becoming a politician, just teaching them what the internet is, huh? I just farted. Great. Yuki, am I being good? I guess? Gotta be nonchalant. Yeah, seems so peaceful to just not give a shit. It's liberating! Once you stop giving a shit, your life is truly free. You are truly free! Sometimes I still do give a shit. I can't just like fully turn that off, but a lot of it is just, whew, it's fine, it is what it is. And you know, there's this meditation technique, and I think it's used a lot in like therapy and stuff. God, what's it called? What is it called? I forgot. But basically, it's like to help keep yourself grounded and all that jazz. You just let shit be. I think the best example of it in modern times is Steven Universe, like, did a song about it. And in it you see these butterflies and they show memories or whatever, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've seen this. And like they're like buzzing his face and driving him crazy, but then he lets them just fly around and fly away and lets go of it and just lets it be and it calms down. And that's what you need to do with stuff that sucks. There's so much in life that's just like not in our control, and it's such a waste of your precious time to worry about things that are out of your control. I like the point and laugh technique, works 100% of the time. I am back. I am eating dirt. Great. I have empathy for lots of people, but then I see people have the worst takes, and I remember 50% of people are on the left side of the bell curve. Talking about the left side of the bell curve! Hey Matt, dude, you're fucked up. Trying not to think when you have ADHD is like trying to remove the water from a sinking boat while it's actively filling back up. At least, in my case, when I'm so worried about something, my brain bounces around a million times a minute that I can't just, like, stay worried about it. Unless it's, like, really bad. But let me tell you something. When my YouTube was popping off and I was getting, like, hundreds of thousands of views, and I had a lot of eyes on me, so to speak, there were always people who were not in agreement with me, right? And some people, it's just gonna be like that no matter what. You could be the most perfect angel on planet Earth and have all of the right takes and be the nicest person, and there's still somebody who's not gonna like you. There's still somebody who's going to argue with you and think that you're the worst person on Earth, and there's got to be something wrong and blah blah blah, and you really can't let those people get to you. But they kind of did a little bit, because sometimes people um they just they express themselves, and they might seem eloquent, they might seem like they're coming from the right place and they care about the right things, and it really like can mindfuck you, but you can't let that get to you. Like, let me think about this. I said something on Twitter that's not racist, and there's like a certain type of people that were like, "You are racist," and I'm like, "Well, no, because XYZ," and there's just always something, and they're going to get on your ass and act like it's for the greater good, and like I know where like they're coming from, but I stopped letting that sort of thing get me anxious, because like I know what person I am. I don't need uh like edgy, politically motivated 17-year-olds on Twitter to tell me that. And plus, like, I get where they're coming from, because I used to be that person. I used to be that really passionate, annoying liberal person that just cares a lot and wants the world to be a good place. And how do I put this? Sometimes you're just kind of like shouting into an empty cave for no reason, you know? There's better ways to expend your time and your energy and your passion and blah blah, you know? Sometimes one internet creator with a wrong take isn't worth the fight. Try to do that, but then I forget I'm doing that and start thinking about random shit. When I talk to people like that, I just go in my head, because you're black, and have a good time. I genuinely like don't allow myself to even think thoughts that would be genuinely racist. And I know like sometimes you have thoughts in your mind, like the what ifs, or like, maybe the in whatchamacallums, intrusional thoughts or whatever. But you also have the consciousness to stop and be like, that's not me, that's not how I think and feel, and stuff like that. At least that's what I think. Twitter's a good example of no matter what you say or who you are, people will hate you. Absolutely. But it's not just Twitter. Your problem, Yuki, is that people on Twitter like to moral grandstand. Yeah, they sure do. People just love to stir shit. It's a tale as old as time. Yeah. Twitter is 49.99% Elon. Pick your battles carefully. True. 50% of Twitter is Elon's alt accounts hyping himself up. He forgot to log off his main account, started hyping himself up. Bro. I could say I hate VTubers and I'd get hate from both sides and more. That's true about, like, anything. Oh, whoa. One time in middle school, my friends convinced me dirt tastes like chocolate. Oh, my brother. There was one time I was like 4 years old. Okay, 4. 4 years old. And oh, anyways, I was 4 years old, and I thought maybe if I actually baked a mud pie that it would turn into chocolate. And so I made my mud pie, put all kinds of fixings in it like grass and stones and leaves and shit, and left it to bake in the sun until it fully dried out. And I went to take a bite, and I already knew it was over by the time I saw the texture when I was cutting it into a slice. And then I put it into my little 4-year-old mouth, and I was like, it did not taste like chocolate, and it certainly didn't have the texture of chocolate. Guess what, everyone? Dirt tastes like dirt. What type of mud pie do you mean? Mud. Dirt. Water. Wet. Dirt. Wet dirt. My brother? My brother and I convinced my cousin to drink hot sauce and he was crying. Oh my god. Man, good times. You have to eat dirt to have a full life experience. Yuki, the dirt I'm eating is sweet. It sure does look like that. That's what I assumed. Gummy worms and like a cookie crumble. I wish I could have the Trode emote on YouTube. I don't have a full life experience then. Guess what, Lo? Guess what? Hee hee. Funky fun. What should you be guessing? Well, you need to have life experience, Lo! This is like stiffer than I usually make hair, but she has a unique design and I want to like honor that design. Yuki gonna live another 500 years. So true. We'll have a dirt eating date. Yeah, but eating dirt as an adult is cringe, not cute. Fair enough. Groot derp eating starts in 10 minutes. We eating good today, boys! Let us go, dirt-eating brothers! You know, I can't remember if I played Castlevania or not, or if I just watched somebody else play it. Does that make me dumb? Am I dumb? You know, let me tell you another story involving dirt and when I was really little. I had Baskin Robbins, I think for my birthday, maybe, and I want to say it was given to me by my grandma. And it was like the chocolate ice cream with the cookie crumble and the gummy worms on it. But because, you know, ice cream's cold, it made the gummy worms like freaking hard as rocks. I might as well have gone in the backyard and started chewing on stones. It was unpleasant. And I haven't had it since. And I think about it sometimes. I think about sometimes maybe I should give it another shot. Maybe I'll like the freaking dirt worm ice cream thing. But I remember how hard those worms were. I defrosted my brain and heard something about eating a rock. Are you good, Yuki? And it was hard as a rock. Freaking like chewing on a stone, dude. Bros, Zelda Ocarina of Time was my game. It was my life and soul. And I finally actually played through and beat it at 18 and almost cried. um, but I lost my train of thought. Oh, there was a Zelda game that came out and I wanted to be really hype about it and it played one of the classic songs and I was like being a fan, you know? And I was like I'm gonna cry or something when I heard it and my mom was like, "Why?" Excuse I'm sorry, excuse the hell out of me. I'm sorry that I enjoy something. That actually killed it a lot for me, I'm not gonna lie. I stopped being so excited for Zelda games after that. It's a great game. You beat it at 18, maybe. Yugi, do you have feet? Yes, I have feet. By the way, the character you're drawing is so precious. OMFG. Her design is great. Loki, want to draw her? Yeah, she is. She is. I like it. It's unique. Is she holding a leak? Yeah. But you're the best as I low. Yuki, you should have a donation thing to show your feet. What the freak? Well, I don't have bear dogs. Bro, I'm never beating the bird allegations. You know what? I'll take your side, bro. And this is genuine. I did not I never had the see you as a bird problem. I'm okay, it looks good from upside down to me. But then I turn it right side up and it like this piece of hair on the side kind of like rustles my jimmies. Just feet with Yuki's face. Oh no. We call them grippers in this household. Yamero! Let's work on it together. Oh no. Why do I hate it from this side? Being Glasgow, are you free tomorrow? Oh my god, yes, toe physics. Yuki, I gotta go watch a movie, okay? Okay, bud. You do you. Foot study is about to be wild. Yeah, I will let you draw the feet with peace and love. I can do the rendering. Not free tomorrow afternoon, but probably will be free at night. Okay, thanks, I hate rendering. But rendering is the best part! I really should be way more simple about how I do these chibis, but I love details. Nah, I do not F with rendering unless I'm deadass committed to it. Rendering is a lengthy process. I am not patient. I guess I understand. Why isn't it magically finished? What do you mean I gotta put the work in? You want to do the physics or a separate model squid? I never know what to render, TBH. If you know what you're doing, the rendering is fun. It's a shame I don't. Oh no. Oopsie daisies. Man, I wanted to do more recording, but my throat hurts and I'm tired. But like I'm like warmed up though, so it's like the best for freaking recording. Sundering here, yippee! I'm jealous. Same reason I don't share 90% of the art I make. I'm scared. Uh-huh. Well, this song has a fun retro sound. I've really seen your guys' art. Aww. That reminds me, my dumb arse needs to post more. I need to do more art VC sessions. That sounds cute and fun. If only someone had the ability to show the model Low and Squid made for Yuki. It's almost as if there was one on the stream. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. The song's cute in theory, but in execution it's kind of like dragging nails across my eardrums. Knobhead. One thing I'm kind of struggling with her design is her tail looks, in the reference, like one side is smaller than the other. But in some art, they're the same size. Just seeing a pair of ears poking out from the tablet was very funny. Is the artist who commissioned you in chat? I don't think so. Very unlikely. Looking at images, it kind of looks like up to the artist's interpretation. Let's see. More pictures. Anywho, I'm going to have to love yous and leave yous now. Sleepy calling. Good night! I love that phrase. Love yous and leave yous. Good night, sweetie! You being like, not believe you first. I'm still streaming, but actually it is kind of a good time to wrap up. I'll give it like another like 6 minutes to make it like at the 2.5 hour mark. Distracted by unwinding. No worries. I thought Yuki was going to sleep, so I just said good night. I'm only half there mentally as always. No, that's why I said his name Spiff. Specifically. General Grievous. General Chicken Egwa. His files don't listen. Yeah, I know. You actually listening is the day that hell freezes over. I am the world's sleepiest boy. Knowing I have more work to do just makes me Eat beer. Guy or anybody else that's on the Twitch side, could you let me know if all the sound alerts are available to you through channel points? Like, how many do you see? I've got heartbeat. I see 2 sound alerts. Okay.
That
I might regret this, but I'm gonna fix it.
rude. That was pretty fucking rude.
Let's give it a fixie fix. That should do it. Ain't no way there's a nut redeem. There's a nut redeem. Hopefully it's exactly as you're expecting. Hi, Binkert! I can use Twitch on a browser, no need for download. This is life-changing. Oh! It's hee. Binky! Guys, look at my alert! I made it up by myself! Did you like it? Of course, the fart is the cheapest. It's because it's the one that everybody spams the most. How do points work? By watching and by chatting, you earn more points. As far as I recall. God, the banner's so cute. Thank you! Want to see it again? Follows, subs, that sort of thing. Super chats. Those things. We'll make an alert. And I made it so that, the YouTube one is purple and the Twitch one is blue, I think. Maybe I have that backwards, I already forgot. Every time you join a stream and stay for at least a minute, you get 300 points. Nice. Why isn't her Twitch in the description? Yuki, how could you? Ah, I'm sorry! I'll make sure to fix that. Watch more streams, you get more points. Yeah. What's bits donation? It's like freaking Twitch currency. Costs money, yes. Think like points on DeviantArt. Oh my god, I just realized the eyes jiggle as I move. It's not like blinking physics, it's a whole incredible. Hope it works, it doesn't F me. Well, what doesn't work? Donate enough bits or gift enough subs and something called a hype train happens. The eye twitch cracks me up every time. Yeah. I like when I blink or close my eyes, it's just the eyes just disappear. It's a really good touch. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Aww. Thank you, Sathy Poo. You're such a doll. You're so nice. Yippee! And you got to see my alert. Sath carrying our asses. Oh, I forgot she has leaks on her hair. Did you do it as an animation? What I did actually was I drew out all of the pieces individually, Clip Studio, and then took it into Live 2D, and then I rigged it, and then I animated it in Live 2D. And then I had to export it, and then I had to export it again, so it works correctly, and then set up the alert. Yeah, that's what I've been up to recently. If anybody's curious, this overlay you see with like the lace and the scrolly thingies and the floaty bits, I made them all. I made the alerts. I made the panel thingy doodads. And I also made this background. Get a load of this. This nice background. I was thinking of making an alternate, like just chatting one where I put a chat box somewhere in the middle and give it a cute little design. Something like, I don't know. But yeah, I made this background. Hee. Love the little icons you made, the ones you sent in Discord. Yeah! On Twitch, if you look at my About tab, you should be able to see the panels. If you can't, just scroll down and see them. Saving canvas! Snart did not know there was a stream. Oh, my great googly moogly. There was a ping and everything. I scheduled the streams in advance. Tee. Let's see. She's got some details on her tail. I'm gonna add that. It's like one of these ribbon thingies. Another poof ball and some leaves. And a Naruto. And ribbons. I'll make the ribbons follow gravity. Oh my god, I love this theme. Nostalgic. What does ooh buns do? Can you not see the description thingy for it? Actually, I don't think that's a good idea today. My voice is not in the best condition to be like pushing it. Especially when I want to record later. Okay. I'm going to end things, my boys. This is the progress thus far. Almost done with the line art. Not quite, but pretty close. Oh wow! Oh my god. Just my luck. Crystal Heart, thank you! Thank you so much for raiding. Raiders, hello, I'm your pure of heart, dumb of arse. Ghost Bunny VTuber. This is not my normal model. It is made by some lovely people in the chat. Thank you so much for raiding. Okay, I will stay a bit longer. Just a bit longer. Let me finish the line art. Let me dedicate myself to that, and then I'll call it. But thank you so much for raiding. Welcome. It's a pleasure to see you all. It is our main model. It's the most accurate to life. Not the lore accurate. Hello. Thank you again for raiding. I hope your stream was good. That model is true art. It's a masterpiece. They did so well with it. I needed to draw her bean sprout parts on her hair. I'll do it like this, kind of. Needs to be thinner. Just a smidge, like this, and leafy boys. More leafy boys. Okay. I will do my dangdest. Oh! 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 I transformed like a magical girl. Such a beautiful model, I have no words to just blow it. Oh, thank you. It was made by the lovely Lo, who's in the chat, and Squid, who just went to bed a little bit ago. I believe Lo did the art and Squid did the rig, and they popped off. It's very cute. Now I'm almost at a point where we need a cucumber. Goodness gracious. Right, googly moogly. Holy crap. Cucumber. I love cucumber! Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you deserve it. And popped off, as usual. Both of them were in the YouTube chat, yes. Yeah, I'm fighting with Twitch at the moment. Cucumber. Cucumber. Slade. All Lo knows how to do is slade. It wasn't me. This time. Cute buns. You cucumber. I need to remember how to raid. Miss Crystal Heart, would it be okay if I posted a tweet after the stream thanking you for the raid? And or B Sky. Blue Sky, however you say. Wasn't her this time. Hehe. That's the lore accurate sound? Bro. Of course. Woohoo, thank you. You're so sweet. Oh, your icon is so cute. I love that. Oh, you have such cute vibes. I like that. That's my cup of tea. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Of course. Cuteness is just like Shrek, it's love in its life. Hello, thank you. Loetalian is now following. You're such a cutie patootie. And thank you bunches for letting me be able to see those alerts on stream. It has layers.
Nut.
Nut. What's up, guys? Snart! And it is true that Twitch has 13. Slowly going broke, but worth it. Well, if you don't say. Oh my god, Rainbow Road. A true cult classic. A hood classic. All my bros love Rainbow Road. Broke sadly. Down to 3k now. I spent 20k points on changing her model. Wow, 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 wow. I think I put a cooldown on them so you can only swap like to each of them, I think 2 times per stream. So it's a good thing, I guess, you're running out of points because you might not be able to for much longer. I just had a realization! The cat's outside! Oh, I'll be right back. I returned. My hair just fell out of its bun, dang it. Dang it. It's like she was never gone, bro. I hope the cat is okay. The kitty's fine. It's just that it's kind of like raining a little bit, so she's a little damp. She seems unbothered, but the poor thing is she's a little moist. And thank you for the follow, by the way. Our usual noob. Thank you. What the balls? What do you mean by this? Yeah, we don't usually let her out when it's like the weather's super bad or when it's dark. And it's pretty dark out now. So I was like, oh, my bad. She farts and she hearts. She pisses when she farts. Sometimes she sharts. Booty rocking cowgirl coming to my barn. Hello, I'm Shoy. Sorry if I don't talk much. Ah, don't worry your little noggin. If it makes you uncomfy, no pressure. If it makes you comfy, do your thing. Do that thing up, mama, let make it roll. When you pop, lock it for me, baby, get low. Sorry to forget the song a little bit. Yeah, I love lurkers. Sometimes a good lurk is what you need. Not everybody's a yapaholic. Though yapaholics are valid too. And sometimes you just have a yapaholic day. Sometimes you just gotta yap, and sometimes you just need a break. And you know what? That's all valid. We used to be shy until we realized we could not possibly be weirder than Yuki. It's honestly kind of valid, I'm not gonna lie. You have nothing to fear, kind of. You have her to fear. I'm not that weird, bro. I'm just a little guy. You know, I sure do love drawing details that end up getting erased anyways. Wait, that part stays. Nothing to fear except getting random bird allegations. Bird allegations? Yeah, buddy has a character that is he's an eyeball. And he's got like the corners of the eyes, and some people thought that it looked like beaks. Oh boy. Bro's unintentionally bird maxing. Not gonna lie, that helps. Thank you, BB. If you have a nickname, please let me know. My memory's selective, but I'll try to be considerate. That's so valid. Nah, like, this community is like... If ADHD was a person, like a physical person, that's just what this chat is. And then some. You will not find anyone neurotypical here. Pretty much. You just accept that we're weird, and it's fine. We could be weird together. What about me, B. Binkert? Sathers. Bro is just pulling your leg. He knows that he's just as neurospicy as the rest of us. We just came into this world with a little extra seasoning. It's too old to admit it. Someone took the B-Binky username, by the way. I was fuming. Oh no! Seth, this is true. Sath bros, our thoughts? Sath and his 15 neurospicy children. Oh my goodness. And then Sath stole my color, so I'm stuck with a pissed yellow name. If it makes you feel any better, Queen, the yellow that I see on my screen is a pretty yellow. Okay, maybe not so much on like the stream, like the chat that's on the stream that you can see, but the one I have, it's spectacular. Hi on Twitch. Hi Snart on Twitch. I just made it a cow. What are y'all up to? Snarty Snart. Thank you. Look at my hard work, Snart. Look at that alert. Look at that. There it goes. Hee. We're all hopping the Twitch now. Oh, 9. This is my first time here, and I feel like I've been a part of this group for 5 years. Aww. Aww. I'm happy to hear that. bunch of neurospicy weirdos all banded together to commit crimes. If you'll have me. Aww. That was the only one that got to keep her original username. That's because I had the username for a long time. Normal me is back. Let me resize myself. Wahoo! Drive Saver, we have adopted you. You can no longer escape. Normal you as a maid? Interesting. Yeah. My totally cool lore TM super real is that I'm a maid because I'm trying to serve humans so that I can be accepted into heaven. Thank you for the pato. Head pat. Here, I'll show y'all for who are unfamiliar. This is the buns. In my entirety. A floating ghost. Oh, I should add my, like, special ghost mode as one of the redeems. So pretty, thank you! I drew and rigged it myself, so that makes my art heart very big. Don't sniff my feet! You freak. You freak. I can't wait to get enough points to spam Yuki Onna model. I'm not gonna lie, that almost scared me. Like, almost. It was close. It takes about 2 streams to get enough points. Really? That still scares me. Hehe. Okay, I finished the line art. But I mean, now that we're here... Maybe I could do the base colors really quick. Y'all need to stop eating beans. The way you guys all treat Yuki is fascinating. One day she'll do a summer model with the grippers out, and we gotta save points for that, bros. Dude! Stop. Man. I don't got the free time. I don't got the free time to do a whole model. Pain. Agony. Torment. The dogs, crazy work, yeah. Summer model win, oh my word. Y'all do the feet head model, I'll do the beach dogs out model. What the frick? The neurodivergent Justice League has layers like an onion. Did I just hear thunder? Yippee! I guess that means no recording for me. Guys, if we all band together all our energy, we can bribe Yuki. Bro, bribe me to what? Oh my great googly moogly, another raid? Zachary Gaming, thank you. If there's any buns, hello, thank you. I appreciate it. Wait, is it not thunder? Hold up. Let me crack the window. I can't tell if that's thunder or if, like... There's no way someone would be lighting fireworks when it's raining, right? What am I hearing? Maybe it is fireworks. Man, I hate when I get juked out. I just want a comfy thunderstorm. Yuki, I think you're super awesome and not at all smelly. You say this now. Oh, I say that save. I'm gonna save. Boop. Yeah, it totally sounds like fireworks. Can you light fireworks when it's raining? Binky the babe. Oh yeah, that's totally fireworks. Oh! Is it? No, no, it's not. Hold on. I need to Google. I thought maybe it was Juneteenth. It is definitely not Juneteenth, though Juneteenth is coming. Most call me Yoru. Yoru or Noob. Neat. Neat. That's kind of cute. Yoru. If fireworks on the 13th, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Just call me whatever you like. We're going to call you Dr. Blepis. That's kind of good. Fireworks during rain, that's my reaction. I thought for certain it might be thunder, even though there wasn't any like indication in the weather that that was gonna happen, but it's just like a chill, cool rain. Keep drawing her off center for some reason. Over hereabouts. And then got a print screen. Drop it there. Hit another save just in case. PhD now. The doctor in good vibes. A very professional industry to have studies in. Alright, base colors. Guys, she continued the stream for us. Is it possible that she actually loves us? What do you frickin' think? You think it's all for show? We hate you too, Ukes. So do I, honestly. Came by accident too, but before I knew it, Yoru came naturally to me. Doesn't help that apparently it means night in another language, which I found it fitting. Yeah, it is night in Japanese. Yoru. I think she wants to be clowned on more. Me? Nah. We got all the clowning out yesterday. No thanks to my manager skills. Thanks again for yesterday, brothers. It was fun. I will no longer hold you guys at gunpoint to do Roblox anymore. I totes did not make any money from that campaign, but it was definitely an ambitious attempt. Especially with like the channel changes and all that. But I thought it was worth a shot. You miss every shot you don't take. Get the vibe. Sayuki would 100% box her viewers if she got the chance. Like, no, Jason just straight hands. Yeah. We gonna free him or not? Free him! Y'all think freedom is an option? That's cute. I enjoy playing Roblox with y'all, TBH. It's very easy to play all together and it's free. Yeah. I just wish, I had some more options, like better options for us to do that aren't boring. Or get boring fast, I mean. Can you guys hear the fireworks, by the way? Sad doesn't frame, he secretly enjoys being here. It is, cause he's got friends, good company, good vibes, right, buddy? It's totally that you love us and not anything else. Right? Nope, I think I kind of heard a bang earlier. Oh, I'll show you a bang. Are you guys his friends? Well, if we weren't before, we sure are now, whether or not he likes it. What's his favorite colored milk? Free abuse? I'm in, bros. Is this music Pokemon? Super Smash Bros. That was my next guess. Miss Yuki, if you go by other pronouns, please let me know. If I may, does flattery make you uncomfortable? I came across channels where excessive compliments is prohibited for that reason, so I thought I'd ask first. That's interesting. Very interesting. Well, you know what? I suppose I appreciate you asking. Sometimes I can get a little flabbergasted or flustered from a lot of compliments. And my go-to has been to be very quiet and just pretend I don't hear it, but I'm trying to be a better noodle about it and be more openly thankful, because I am thankful. But you know, some of us gremlins, you know, are just not used to hearing nice things like that. So then when you do hear them, it just makes your brain go doo-doo-doo-doo. You know what I mean? No, let's give her more compliments so she gets flustered. Depends on how you define insufficient. You're so skibidi Yugi. I don't know if that's a compliment, but thank you, I think. Sigma Ghost. Half of y'all are so fake. Oh my god. Fake. We're the realest. We were lovely people once. She changed us. Oh my god. If Yuki did have a summer fit, what would even be the outfit? A swimsuit? I guess that's a good point. I suppose, maybe the next art stream we could design it together. Old school One Piece with frills. You're one of the only VTubers I'd stop watching Secret of the Mimic for. One compliment I thought for a moment is, I like your voice. It's very calm, believe it or not. Thanks. Thank you. I always say that I used to really hate my voice and thought I sounded really nerdy and unappealing. but people say they find it soothing and calming, so that's nice. Man, as long as you know you're not getting juked. Like I'm not one of those like high-pitched anime voice girls. I just am. It's me. I am me. And me's gonna talk exactly how me talks. Or something. They call me the scribbler. Well, that's pretty based. You have this calming effect NGL. Well, that's extra good to hear, especially when everybody likes to imply that I'm cursed. See, bros? Trust. I'm not cursed. I'm just a little guy. A little guy. I missed the spot. Give us a nerd emoji here, it's needed. Either it's already there, or we would need more subs for it, unless I like swap out one of them. Emotes. Is it on here? I'm looking. It sure isn't. It sure isn't. Okay, then I guess we'll have to add it then. Twitch has sensors? It does. Are people being nice to me? Help. Aww. Free speech denied, it's over for Lo. It's because she's not American. Durr. SM by H. I'm getting nerfed. At least it wasn't auto mod, it wasn't? Okay, I see. It's unacceptable! Alright, time for some filling in magic. Which I don't even know if you guys can even see. Like, parts will not be filled in all the way correctly. Because I was just using the paint bucket tool to get most of the areas what I want them to, and then I'm going in with this funky little tool and and making sure there's no gaps of color where there shouldn't be. Dang it, Bobby. Am I a dub mess? That's a juicy one. Yeah, I had a thought, oh my god, Yuki thinks? Yes, sometimes, rarely. How did I layer feel? Man. Yeah, so speaking of that thought, I already forgot. I forgot! Oh! I remember. There was, at one point, I could kind of like gauge when somebody would redeem the fart sound, and I could like lean into it and like hunch and like groan a little bit, and I thought that that was very funny. But then I remembered our cute little Matthew and how he would react to something like that, and And maybe in my best interest to not continue that practice anymore. ADHD much. Teehee. Divorce arc going wild. Thank you, Saber. I'll be crying and eating ice cream. Cute little Matthew. Oh yeah, maybe not. Yeah, he can get a little zesty with that type of stuff. Yugi for real, a freak. I'm just a little guy. I've done nothing wrong. Son of a biscuit. Except layer fail, I did that wrong. By the way, there's a Discord. There sure is. Speaking of which, I don't like it being Yuki's haunted house. Or sorry, Yuki Bun's haunted house. I was thinking either making it Yuki's haunted house or just the haunted house. And I wanted your guys' opinions, your honest onions, what you would prefer. Promote the haunted mansion. Boop. Discord. Will this work? There it goes. Bro's changing the Discord name again. Be nice. I'm just a little guy. Just a little guy. I'm so in love with the haunted house name. Aww. Yuki Bun's haunted house is a little long though, yeah. Haunted Hill House. Just Yuki's haunted house would be good. Okie dokie. Was the divorce gave her powers? Wisp's haunted house. Mm. Yuki's haunted house has a nice ring to it. Oh. And that it is then. I just went ahead and just changed it real fast because we got the banner thingamadoodad. I don't know why, so I changed the icon because it needed to be changed anyways for quite a while. There are hella fireworks happening. Of course I say that and then it finally gets quiet. I like the cafe theme too, but I'm a sucker for paranormal things. Ayy. I thought it was more fitting because of, you know, the ghost vibes, but also because there are other people who do the cafe theme. It's kind of like overdone and I don't know, I wanted to feel more unique to us. Creepy cute. Do I have the paint inside the lines brush? Yes, I do. Mombo, you forgot his name? Oh no. Oh, that's not a look. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before. Sorry I'm quiet right now, I'm locked in. There we go, brothers. Okie dokie, are we cooking? Are we cooking? I like wisps. Aww. What pattern on the One Piece? Wisp strawberries? Ass hairs would fit her best. Bro! You're cooking, yes? Cooked? Thank you! For what it's worth, I don't mind a cafe theme. I once thought of something along the lines of something along those lines. Cookies are not unique. They come in batches, and they're a lot like it, but it doesn't matter. Cookies don't need to be unique. They just need to be sweet, and that is enough. Aww. You're so wholesome. I like that attitude. That's nice. That's just nice. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up here, boys and ghouls. I'm glad my presence isn't going, yeah. Bro's the most wholesome being on earth. I am taking your word for it, I trust. It's kind of like having that one cafe you always stop at despite it selling the same stuff as other cafes. Just leaving. I'm sorry. It's like a ray of sunshine. It seems so. I kind of want to see how much the wholesome vibes last before you're before they start shitting on Yuki too. Oh my god. Oh, MFG. I was like, wait, who is this? Because I don't follow like any artist. Hello? Dude, I used to watch your videos on repeat. Yo! Well, I'm happy to hear that. The videos are coming back. They're coming back. I do know I've been saying that for a while, but they're coming back. I follow you since 2023? Yeah. I was such a fan for like a year. Oh, whale shucks. Don't order the bean burrito. If it helps, I've been following Heart for a good while. I could be wrong, but I don't remember bullying her before. Aw. You're just like an all-around nice guy. Nice feller. I mean, I still am, obviously, but your videos are like the only thing I could draw to. Really? Yay! That's good to hear. That is good to hear. You know you're about to feel good when the message starts with, if it helps, or for what it's worth. I opened her stream for the first time and she was already saying she pees in the shower. Don't even start this again! Don't. Who doesn't say? This is what I'm saying! This is what I'm saying! Oh my god, we're gonna start this argument again. Oh my word. My brothers. If that helps, and for what it's worth, Yuki deserves to be bullied. I joined to Yuki talking about shit, literally. Like, what do you mean? That's it, I'm putting something. Even sent images and stuff. What? I cannot follow a shower pisser any longer. The blasphemy happening right now. I elect to ignore. I pretend I do not see. You're talking about the shit DM incident. I thought I was coming in here to meet a very wholesome artist streamer. I'm so wholesome. Trust. Don't listen to what these nerds say. I'm so she is, but she's also nasty. Bro, it's not nasty to tinkle in the shower. That's the prime tinkle location. You're even a bidet enjoyer, so like you understand. I don't know bubbles. Hee hee. Yeah, bidets are clean. You know why? Because water. Peeing on yourself is you are in water. You are in the water. The water cleans it off immediately. And then you put soap on your body anyways. Believe me, it's very much possible to be wholesome and weird. I am sweet, but I wouldn't call myself innocent. Fair enough. Alright, you absolute gremlins, you gooligans. We must part ways. Unfortunately, I am a Thursday and Friday streamer, so until next week, my lovelies. Hopefully, before then, videos will drop. If not, they're coming soon. This is super fun. Aw. Heart eyes, mother effer. She's running away from this combo. No. Lovely to have met you all. I hope to see you in months, probably. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for raiding. It was nice to meet you all. And meet like-minded weirdos. Right? Right? Just kidding. Good night, everybody. Good night. Oyasumi nasai. Thank you for the hair pat. Bye bye.